Welcome to Norristown, everybody. A packed gym tonight, as packed as I've ever seen it in the regular season. And it's no surprise with one of the best teams in the state. They can really contend with anybody in the nation, pretty much. That's the Plymouth White Marsh Colonials. They haven't lost a game yet, unblemished at 9-0, led by C.J. Aiken and Jalen Bond. And C.J. Aiken and Jalen Bond, their athleticism is just impossible to match. That's why they get so many wins and by such big margins.
Yeah, impressive start to the season for sure for PW thus far. 9-0, 1 in the state. I believe 31 in the country, some incredible numbers. Norristown has their work cut out for them tonight, certainly after a tough loss last Thursday night against a game with the Higgins squad. We'll see if Norristown can turn the tides here. This is a season make it or break it kind of game, I believe, for the Eagles. Let's hope that they're pumped up and ready to go for tonight's contest.
The PW Norristown games have always been big all throughout history, pretty much since these two teams have played each other. Just recently moved back into the same conference, so they now play twice a year. PW beat Norristown badly to oust them from the playoffs last year, despite Norristown really having an advantage in the series over the past 1 or 2 years. But now we're going to pause for the national anthem, then we'll listen in on the starting lineups, and then we'll bring you the action here on NASD TV. We'll be right back.
Well, whatever. I was just... Are we on?
So there's your starting five for the Plymouth White Marsh Colonials, the visiting Plymouth White Marsh Colonials. It is C.J. Aiken, Marcus Badger, Wiz Grant, Jalen Bond, and Stephen Baker. Now, the Eagles will introduce their starting five. So there is your starting five for the Eagles. Jaquil Hargrove, Chris Davis, Sheldon Mayer, Alan Yates, and Najee Harris. And I mean, the scores they're beating people by is just unbelievable. And we talk so much about Aiken and Bond, but the players they have around them too are just such a good supporting cast, and it makes this team complete and one of the best. The 6'10" C.J. Aiken will set to jump it up against the 5-inch shorter Alan Yates. C.J. Aiken makes Alan Yates look short.
Yeah, PW wins the tip there, but actually tips it to Norristown. Norristown wins possession.
Here's Davis now getting a screen from Yates. Kicks it out now to Mayer. Mayer takes the open three. It's an air ball, and it's out of bounds, apparently off of Najee Harris. And the PW Colonials will take over. I mean, this size they have out there is just monstrous, with Bond, who's listed at 6'7", Aiken, who's listed at 6'10". Man, unbelievable. Hargrove with the strip. He's able to keep it in bounds, and here comes the Eagles in transition. Here's Yates. Nice pass from Hargrove. Yates puts it up, puts it in. Alan Yates for the first points of the game.
And that's how Norristown needs to find baskets here in this game for sure. Good transition hoop, good pass, and a lay-in by Yates. Got to make the layups here for Norristown Eagles.
Here's Bond now, being guarded by Yates. Bond goes right by Yates, puts it up. He's going to the line. So Jalen Bond, we mentioned, 6'7" junior, just a junior. Still not sure where he's going to college, but I'm sure he'll have his fair share of offers. Jalen Bond, man, just an amazing slasher. I mean, he'll just drive the ball right by you and dunk.
That foul was on number 12 for Norristown. That's Jaquil Hargrove, team's first foul. Notable for Norristown out of today's game is Bryant Bayless. And also out, it's pretty notable for Plymouth Whitemarsh, is a guard Brandon Dixon will not be playing tonight as well.
Bond hits the second. And perhaps with Bayless out, Tom Smith still out, they have to get Najee Harris into the lineup, get some size in there to contend with PW's their size of their own.
Yeah, let's see how the game develops here, but size is it's easy to see, obviously, here. The Norristown Eagles squad, starting five especially, much shorter than this visiting Plymouth Whitemarsh squad. We'll see how that pans out over the course of the game.
Here's Davis putting it up. Baseline shot, doesn't go. Rebound being tipped around, and Hargrove gets it, puts it up. Got it to go, Jaquil Hargrove. And Norristown looks energized, and they look like they believe in themselves in this game, and it's great to see from the start.
They do, much different than last Thursday night. Maybe it's just a crowd, the intensity.
The alley-oop, and Hargrove fouls Bond. Hargrove doesn't like the call. He's pumped up, though, and Bond is going to go to the line and get two more. And PW can do that kind of thing. They bring a high-flying act here into Norristown. They bring that high-flying act everywhere they go. Man, just scary.
Just a minute and a half into the game, that's Jaquil Hargrove's second foul. I'm shocked he's still in the game and not being subbed right away. And as far as that being a foul, he is. I'm sorry, I didn't see Malik Williams standing at the table there to come get him. So Malik will come in for Jaquil Hargrove, who has two early fouls.
And that's tough. That's not a good break for the Eagles because they could really use him out on the floor as one of their best players. He's a senior, he's a leader, he's a scorer, and Bond just gets that one to go. Bond doesn't look like he's free throw shooting is his forte, so I'm not letting him get anything easy going to the basket.
PW here with their full court pressure, broken nicely by Norristown.
Here's Malik Williams getting it back to Mayer. Mayer gets it over to Davis. 4-2 Eagles here early. You're watching NASD TV. I'm Mark Collins, going with Jared Elias. PW versus Norristown, 4-2 Eagles. We have 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Plymouth Whitemarsh starting off here in a man-to-man defense, harassing the Norristown Eagles well here. Sheldon Mayer dribbling around the baseline.
Mayer with a nice look for Williams, falling down, and they'll call him for traveling.
You got to keep your footing there. It's tough sometimes with the bodies moving and banging. That probably could have been a travel or a push, and the ref saw it as a travel, so that's the way it'll go.
And he stepped on the sideline. That was number 25, Stephon Baker, stepping on the sideline. Good pressure defense by the Eagles to force that turnover. And on that last play, Malik Williams looked like he was open, but out of nowhere came the PW defender and ended up taking that away, ended up in a turnover. But now the Eagles get it right back. Here's Yates now along the wing. And now Malik Williams putting it up, leaving it well short, an awkward shot. Harris dives to try to save it, but PW will take over.
Good activity, I should say, in Norristown easy. It looked like last week maybe they were a little bit too stagnant on offense, not getting free here. They're moving quickly. They're getting some seams in that defense. Let's see if they can get some more easy buckets.
Here comes Wiz Grant being guarded by Sheldon Mayer. Badger gets it to Stephon Baker. Nice look for Aiken, but he fumbled it. Puts it up and got that nifty little reverse layup, and that's what that height can do, and that's why CJ Aiken's so dominant.
Yeah, he did a good job of picking up a ball there below his waist and going up backwards. Not quite a reverse, but he did go up backwards, and he got pushed. That's a good call by the official there.
Davis was being pushed up against the sideline and literally pushed, hence the foul.
PW's first team foul. That's the first foul on number 3. That's Marcus Badger.
I mean, the Eagles are going to try to use guys like Malik Williams and Najee Harris to get some additional size, but really if they're going to win, it's going to be with their quickness and athleticism advantage. It's really two different strengths here, with PW with their size and Eagles with their athleticism. Not that PW doesn't have plenty of athleticism. I mean, just look at Jalen Bond and CJ Aiken. But at the same time, the Eagles have that amazing team speed. Great look by Mayer. Wow. Sheldon Mayer. Wow. And Malik Williams on the finish.
The key of it with the quickness and intensity for Norristown will be if they can keep it up for the full 32 minutes here. If they can only do it for a third or two-thirds of the game, it just won't be enough. And that one's off Najee Harris's hands, unfortunately, out of bounds.
That Jalen Bond jumper was way off. And if there's a knock on him, it is his jumper. I mean, people like to pick on some parts of his game, you know. I mean, he's a pretty complete player, but if there's one beef, it's the jump shot, and you saw why there. So it's all about trying to keep Bond and Aiken from driving into the paint, and Aiken from posting up and getting offensive rebounds in the paint. So you're trying to force PW to have to score outside the paint as much as possible.
Without question, you want to get the bigger guys away from the hoop and not let them get too close to the glass where it's easy for them. PW here with a 20-second timeout, talk things over. We are 3 minutes, 25 seconds into the first quarter here. Norristown leads by 2, 6-4 over rival Plymouth Whitemarsh. And the starters remain on the court for Norristown, with the only exception being Jaquil Hargrove, who has those 2 fouls. Malik Williams is in for him.
Yeah, they don't look like they're backing down from this challenge. They look confident and ready to go. They look like they're all on the same level as PW right now. And despite having Jaquil Hargrove in foul trouble, Bryant Bayless out, Tom Smith has been out all year, but yet still, looking solid so far. There's a long, long way to go, but they don't look like the weaker team right now.
Norristown's changed here to a 2-3 zone.
There's the alley-oop to CJ Aiken, and he slams it down for 2. Tie ball game, 6-6. Yates tries to answer back, it bounces out. He goes back up, and he's rejected by CJ Aiken. Davis falls down, nothing called. Ball being bobbled around. Now they get it out to Mayer. After all that craziness, Eagles still with possession. Boy, PW, now you're seeing why they're so dominant. Just unbelievable things you don't see on a nightly basis. Here's Davis. Getting it over to Yates. We continue to play at a fast pace here tonight. And here's Mayer. Trying to make something happen, puts it up. Couldn't get it to go. Yates with the beautiful rebound. Goes up, way off, and the rebound's taken in by number 24, Sam Pygott. Man, end-to-end action.
Tough shot there by Sheldon Mayer. He got nothing but the backboard.
Eagles called for the foul there, and that's a tough call. But we'll see who it's on.
Malik Williams, that's his first personal. Team's third, Norristown team third.
Sam Pygott, the 6'1" junior, one of the key players on PW. Did not start tonight, but he's a key guy off the bench, and he misses the first free throw. PW shooting just 40% from the line in the early going, 2 for 5.
Good math, Mark, good math. They're shooting 50% now, Mark.
Good math. That pass is knocked away. Here comes Pygott, and he traveled. Tried to do a little hop step type of a move, and he picked up his dribble, took 3 steps, turnover.
Checking into the game for Norristown's number 24, Aaron Webb. Aaron Webb is checking in for 20. That's Malik Williams. Just made a personal foul and a turnover there, pretty costly. Maybe Aaron Webb can do a better job of securing the ball.
Aaron Webb had a real good game in the Triangle Tournament against LaSalle when Sheldon Mayer was hurt. He stepped in his absence and picked up the majority of his minutes and did a really good job. Here's Yates, putting it up off the glass, doesn't get it to go. Alan Yates has been pretty aggressive, taking a lot of shots, getting some decent shots inside, but hasn't converted at a dominant rate, but he's been all right. Good knockaway by Harris, but coming right back was PW's Marcus Badger. Bond couldn't control it, and now here comes the Eagles with Davis, trying to beat everybody down. Now gets it to Yates. Yates rejected, but he walked. So Alan Yates continues to be aggressive, but the results still not there.
Yeah, he's going up strong with the ball. He's getting it. He's being assertive. A couple just doesn't have the right touch on a couple lay-ins. I'm trying to replay that in my head there. It looks like he took a step and tried to lay it up. Maybe he rocked backwards first, but that would have been his easiest attempt to no avail. We're trailing by 1. Norristown's down 6-7 for Plymouth Whitemarsh. There are 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Blowing by the defender was Wiz Grant, but good help defense, but they retain possession, and traveling was Marcus Badger. That's a good call. It's probably almost better that Yates got called for that travel, because that was a mean block. That's the 4th turnover of the game by the Plymouth Whitemarsh Colonials.
Good intense battle thus far, as you see.
I expect nothing less from Norristown and PW. It's 7-6 PW with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. This is NASD TV. I'm Mark Holodinsky alongside Jared Elias bringing you the game, and a turnover by the Eagles. Bond with it. Jalen Bond running people over.
Trying to, at least.
Here's Wiz Grant getting in the corner. Got Yates in the air, and Yates ends up committing the foul. Boy, he probably could have made 2 shots out of that, but or will it be a shooting foul? No, it will not
Shouldn't be, no. Good pump fake there. I didn't see who got Alan Yates up in the air, but that's good fundamental basketball. Raise the ball up as a shot fake. At least you're going to gain a foul for the opposition.
That three's cranked up by Sam Pygott. It's no good, but the rebound by Bond puts it up, puts it in. Too much size for the Colonials. Here's Webb, been double teamed, gets it to Mayer. Mayer's got some room to work with, pulls up, good shot, but he doesn't get it to go. Good decision though. And Harris gets the offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. It's 9-8. The Eagles continue to stay close here in the first quarter. Minute and a half to go in it.
Good job by Najee Harris there. That's his first I think he's had 2 rebounds thus far, but he's been real active on the glass. He's far shorter than these other guys from PW, but he's scrapping there. He's swinging his arms, he's getting free, and that was a great job of laying in the rebound.
Bond knocks it out of bounds. You want some more math?
Sure, let me hear it.
Well, we talk about C.J. Aiken and Jalen Bond, how they're the leaders by far of this PW team. Well, they've accounted for 89% of the PW scoring to this point, and that'll take an uptick right there as Bond knocks in another layup. They've now accounted for 10 of the PW's 11 points.
Break that down to a percentage for me. Ah, gotcha.
Here's Davis getting it to Mayer. Mayer's been very sharp so far. Here's Webb putting it up, not getting it to go. And here comes Bond with a full head of steam. Look out. Puts it up, got it, and a foul. Wow. Kid can play. He's just an unbelievable finisher. He's got that 6'7" frame. Wow, just can't say enough good things about Jalen Bond.
Yeah, that's an impressive drive, really coast to coast there for Bond. There's something to be said about someone that can play the game at full speed, take defenders on at full speed, travel up and down the court at full speed, and that goes for all sports as he gets his own rebound essentially.
That's what C.J. Aiken does, just gets up there, puts in the offensive rebound with one hand, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's 15-8 PW with a little burst by PW, a 6-0 burst.
I'd say quite a burst. I was just about to say a moment ago as it was 11-8, trailing by 3 in a situation with under a minute left. Not that bad of a spot for Norristown. That shows the difference. I think it was about 13 seconds makes as we are now at a 7-point deficit, and the game just looks much different, especially not just on the court but on the scoreboard.
And a good timeout by Coach Mike Evans to try to settle things down, to keep this run in check. We'll see if it's successful.
To mention Plymouth White March is coached by head coach Jim D'Onofrio, and we know that Norristown head coach here is Mike Evans.
The Eagles aren't shying away at all. I mean, all that size that PW has in there, and C.J. Aiken, one of the best shot blockers in the state. But they're going in strong, and they're getting rejected sometimes, but it's not deterring them. And that's what they're going to need to do. They're going to need to drive in, not settle for jumpers, and not really be scared of C.J. Aiken. Yeah, he's going to get his, but you can't let his presence completely keep you away from the paint. So far, that's exactly what they've done. They have not gone away from it. Here's Webb. Getting it to Davis.
Having a hard time penetrating the defense here. Sorry, Mark. They're in a bit of a zone here, and they're really clamping down.
Well, that double team was almost successful as PW got forced a loose ball, but it was picked up by the Eagles, knocked around a little bit, and Eagles end up getting fouled, and they will inbound from their own baseline.
Fouls on number 3, Marcus Badger, his second, team second.
Davis looking for his options on the inbound, gets it to Mayer. Nice pass to Davis, puts it up. Oh, couldn't get it to go, and the rebound pulled down by Sam Pygott. Nice around the back move. Great pass to Bond. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Just like that, Mark, PW, a 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
And this packed gym, about half of them, I'd say, are probably PW fans. PW, just about 15 minutes down the road, geographical rivals as well.
They travel well, I suppose.
Yep, and they're making a lot of noise right now, as not only do they have this 8-0 run going for them right now, but they've done it in a very sexy way. With these dunks, blocks, alley-oops, crazy passes, crazy moves.
You choose the adjectives you like, Mark. I'd call it efficient and well-coached.
I think it was pretty sexy.
Fundamental basketball. Well, I guess fundamental.
Am I allowed to say that?
You can say it.
All right, good.
I guess. I guess that goes out the door when you're dunking 3 dunks I think we have, an alley-oop, a thunderous alley-oop, where the size is really coming into play. Norristown just has to try and keep it close. Something that'll help will be making shots. A couple missed layups there at the end, real close looks. From our viewpoint, they look like they have a clean look, albeit slightly altered, but a chance to throw it up over the rim and in the hole there, and they're just bouncing away. And the more you go down and miss one shot, PW can get the defensive rebound and go the other way. The less chances you're going to have to stay in this game. You need to get second chance opportunities, and you need to score the ball.